Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nayri, also known as Wedding Fashion Expert. This week, we are talking about a subscriber requested topic on how to determine your hair for wedding day based on the neckline of your wedding dress. Before we dive into this week's topic, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, drop me a comment below, and let me know if there's a particular video topic you'd like me to create a video on for you. I am here for you, guiding you along the way leading up to your special day. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. I am so honored that you have found me. I am, of course, a wedding fashion expert, stylist, buyer, wears so many different hats at LOVELLA Bridal, located in Los Angeles, California. For daily content, be sure to follow us on Instagram at LOVELLA Bridal, at LOVELLA Plus, and at Wedding Fashion Expert. Be sure to hit that follow button on TikTok as well, at LOVELLA Bridal and at Wedding Fashion Expert. This week's topic was requested by a subscriber. Julia wrote in saying, "Hi Nayri, I was wondering if you could do a video on bridal hair based on neckline. I know there are no rules, but I would love to see a breakdown of where the eye gets drawn depending on neckline and hair coverage, size or length of jewelry, and that kind of thing. Maybe even what vibe different hairstyles give off or what they say about the bride or wedding. I'm having a really hard time narrowing down hair options. Thank you for all your amazing videos." You're so welcome. It's my honor and privilege to create these for you all. I clearly really enjoy it based on the consistency that I'm here every Wednesday, rain or shine. You get a new video every single week. So going on to the question, as you know, and as Julia knows from watching my videos, I am a big fan of no rules. You do what works for you. I give you my guidance based on my expertise and what I see and what I know. But at the end of the day, you have to do what feels best for you. And what Julia means by no rules is that when it comes to hair, I was once a maid of honor in a wedding, and the bride requested that all of our hair be worn up. I am not an updo for formal events type of person. I've never really liked how that looks on me. So we compromised with like a half up, half down do, but it was really swept back. And I just didn't love how I turned out in photos. I did it and I was happy to do it and I liked how it looked in person. But then looking back on photos, I looked at photos from that wedding and I just thought, it doesn't look like me. It doesn't feel like me. I don't feel that I look beautiful based on the way my hair was done. And I wore a dress that was kind of like a V neckline with really thin straps and a beautiful low back. So oftentimes when people wear a low back, people around you encourage, or a hairstylist potentially even encourage you to go up so everybody could see the back. So while everybody will make suggestions based on this neckline, this hairstyle is going to look best on you, my biggest thing is that I want you to look back on the photos and love how you looked and not feel the way I did about this wedding, where I really just didn't love how I looked in the images. And that's not how you want to feel on wedding day. At the end of the day, you're having this huge celebration and it's one day. It comes and goes so quickly, and what really remains from that day are the memories, the photos, and the videos. So you want to make sure that you look how you want to look and really feel beautiful with that, so you love your photos. And those are really this entire day is all about the photos that are going to last a lifetime. Yes, of course, the actual experience of the day itself and having so much fun naturally is important, but really your photos, because that's what's going to be framed in your home and be passed down for generations to come. So my first rule of thumb is go with a hairstyle you love, that you feel beautiful in, and don't think about the dress too much. Even if it's a high neckline or if it's a really beautiful open neck and you want to show off your collarbone and people are like, oh, go up, it'll look so beautiful to show off your neckline, but you don't like how you look with your hair up, I don't recommend it. Now, what you could do is going back to Julia's question of bringing the eye level, the proportions, what do I recommend based on jewelry and things of that sort. I would recommend that you determine what you're trying to achieve. Obviously, I want you to have phenomenal photos. So hair, makeup, looking good in photos, and no matter what hairstyle you're gonna do, it's gonna look beautiful with any dress style. But if we're trying to draw attention up to your neckline, to your face, I always think a beautiful earring that frames your face beautifully and a gorgeous headpiece, that is going to draw the eye level up. If we talk about functionality on wedding day, a lot of people often will say, wear your hair up on wedding day. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about the sweat. You don't have to worry about the heat, the humidity in the air. If you put curls in your hair, that the curls don't last. There's so many components and things to think about. So many people will just encourage you to go with an updo because it's easy and convenient. But like I mentioned, I don't love how I look when I have an updo, so it's not really my jam. I really recommend going with what feels comfortable and familiar to you. Julia had specifically mentioned she'd love to know the components of where to draw attention to. That's entirely up to you. When we think about what vibe the hairstyle gives off as a bride, I think that we could really categorize it as like soft and romantic, or sultry and sexy, or really sleek and classic, right? So I have seen, like, if you look at different celebrities and what they did with their hair, with their wedding styles and wedding looks, and you kind of see what that exudes in terms of feeling for you, right? So you could use that, or even just a bride on a blog, doesn't have to be a celebrity. What does that give off? What vibe do you feel? That's essentially how I would categorize it. So you could determine your hairstyle based on the feeling. Like if you want to be sultry and sexy, then maybe you're going for something that's like really loose and flowy. Maybe you have some picked up pieces of, hair in certain places. Things of that sort. I really think that this is also very individual to how it all feels for you. Let's look at Hailey Bieber's wedding dress for an example. She had the beautiful portrait neckline off the shoulder, long sleeve, super classic yet sexy, sultry vibe, very romantic. She had her hair in a loose bun, showing off the neckline, really elongating the neck, the collarbone, the open back, so beautiful. But then there was this effortless feel to it with just loose pieces of hair. It wasn't perfect. There was something unnatural, but yet very done about it at the same time. And it gave off a great vibe. It was very complimenting to her look. It worked for her and the vibe that she was going for. So that's kind of what I mean, is taking a look at what other people have done and figuring out what feeling you like when you look at it and you go, that feels really beautiful. I would encourage you to then go have a hair trial, or maybe you're going to attend a wedding and event. I would have the hairstylist do your hair trial for that. Go for the look and see if you like how you look in photos. That would be the perfect way to go about it. Even if we look at Sophia Richie's wedding, she did a super sleek updo, and then for the reception converted that updo into a ponytail, still keeping the updo feel, but making it feel a little more relaxed by turning it into a ponytail. Most people are going to go with an updo because they're thinking of functionality. But again, what I've mentioned several times, for me, that's not something I would want to do. Last but not least, Julia, and for everyone who made it this far in this video, don't overthink it. I maybe should have said this in the beginning, but just don't overthink all these different components. Don't overanalyze the neckline, the style of dress, the feeling you want to exude. Don't overanalyze it too much. Don't over-engineer it. Go with what feels natural. Go with what feels comfortable for you. And ultimately, if you want to go something with more elaborate, or if you want to keep it really simple, or something in between, go with what feels best for you. Maybe there's a headpiece that you love, and the headpiece is the reason for your hairstyle, and that's the inspiration behind your hairstyle. Let inspiration sort of just flow, but overthinking it, overanalyzing it is really going to give you analysis paralysis and prevent you from being able to really think clearly and make a great decision about your wedding hairstyle. All in all, test it out, make sure you love it in photos, and you are good to go. Julia, I hope this helps and answers your question. For all of you out there, if you have any questions, Continue to leave comments for me. I am here for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to tune in every Wednesday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I will see you in next week's video.